Hi everyone, I think that's it recording now. So this is a reading for the Twin Flame Collective, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. So it'll either just be energies combined, or I will try and pull cards for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. But I really do feel for the people that I'm going to be speaking to, the energies are very much blended from what I've been sort of feeling without the cards, because I couldn't really do it without the cards, and both when I use the cards. So that's what I'm feeling. So right now I'm shuffling the Work Your Light cards by Rebecca Campbell. So I'm being guided to pull a card. I've always seemed to do it the same way the other videos. Oh, so sorry, I'm in a bit of a daydream. I've just been at my local spiritualist church and got a lovely message for myself, so that was nice. Right, so I'm going to pull a card for the Divine Feminine first, and then Divine Masculine. I'm just going to do it the way that I've done it in all the other videos. It's really weird, but Spirit seemed to want me to do it a particular way. So I'll go with the flow. Right, so basically, as well, I normally get guided to do readings on the new moon and the full moon. Obviously, the new moon was actually Thursday in some parts of the world. It was very early hours of Friday where I am in the UK, and we're now Sunday when I'm recording this. But time, what is time anyway? So what I'm going to ask is, what do the Twin Flame Collective that are going to resonate with the messages that I'm channeling, what do we need to know, both masculine and feminine, whoever finds this video, which, you know, I'm assuming isn't going to be loads because I've not got that many subscribers yet and I'm shit at tagging things, but, you know, whoever needs to hear it will hear it. So it's just going to be, what was that new moon in Cancer teaching us? What were we going through? And any messages that need to come through currently for the coming week, which will be from now the 15th to about the 22nd. Let's do that. And then I'll do a video for the full moon, which is on the 27th. Full moon in Aquarius, which is a lunar eclipse. And remember, this eclipse period is a magical sort of hallway which all connect onto each other. And I believe eclipses that were years ago can give a really good indication to what's coming up in your life now. I remember a very specific energy, a very specific sign that I got 4 years ago, almost exactly to the day, on an eclipse. That was to do with my twin flame, and I remember saying to the people around me, that's a really good indication of what's to come. So, and I've still always held the faith on that, and that's what it's all about, the twin flame journey. Anyway, we're going to stop blathering, and here's the card. So we'll pull one card for the Divine Feminine and one card for the Divine Masculine. And the card for the Divine Feminine is... Oh. Right, wait a minute. So, 2. So I'm going to take this one's Divine Feminine, this one's Divine Masculine, upside down. Interesting. Right, okay, that makes sense. So I don't always read from the book, but I will read from the book if I feel guided to for these ones. Just because they've got nice activations, and I would never remember that. So this says, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So kind of in line with what I was just saying there about, you know, you have to have faith on this journey, and especially the Divine Feminine, because you've often, like, who was it that said that earlier actually? I think it was Twin Flame Psychic 1111, I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, but, you know, it's one of the readers that I've followed from the very start, who's just absolutely beautiful, and I really, really resonate with where she's at on her path. I just feel, you know, there's certain readers that are on a very similar sort of wave or whatever to me, and when I'm sure she'd said something like that earlier in the most recent one about, you know, it can be challenging because the Divine Feminine has often known all along, or known way before the Divine Masculine, which is, you know, a very common thing, regardless of male or female, I'd like to point out. But, you know, it's just about, you've trusted your path this long, hold on. So I feel, you know, because that's very much where I'm at, because I've been on the path for absolute years. You know, like you say, when I think back, it's been at least 7, if not 8 years that I've known. So it's just kind of, you know, keep trusting your path, Divine Feminine. Like, you You are supported, you know that, and just keep facing your fears and rising. I really do feel there's a very strong feeling of the divine feminine rising on the planet. And divine masculine has an upside down card, and I've been getting drawn to read upside down cards lately. But let's turn it up the right way so I can read it. And it says, break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. So actually the fact that this is upside down, I'm taking that as a very good sign. It's like they're recognizing the unhealthy patterns that they've been following. Perhaps, of, you know, in the case of karmics, like, you know, I'll stay for the kid, or I'll, you know, keep trying at something even though I know it's wrong. All, you know, generally these kind of things of, you know, repeating a pattern of being in something unhealthy even though that you already know this isn't for you. And that won't be the exact situation for everyone, but I really do feel that was coming through quite strongly. And they're healing, they're recognizing this. So if they're not coming anywhere near you in the physical, just have patience, because they're healing. And to heal, we do often need to go into solitude. We had to do it, they have to do it. Patience. And they're rewriting their future, so it's a really, really good thing. So we're trusting our path, and they're healing and rewriting the future. Love it. I don't know if I even do need to read the book, but let's have a wee. Oh, wait a minute. It takes me ages to find the page, but I did just see that one. So trust your path. I'll hold it up. It says, the universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Oh wow, I love it. Your north node. Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. And by the by, my north node is in Gemini, so that's why it's my destiny to help the twin flames, and that's why I'm stepping up here. You might not see my face, but at least I'm stepping up somehow. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. And that's what all twin flames do in their very own unique ways, both together and individually. And actually, in my opinion, you can only do it together once you start doing it yourself. That's where spirit will meet you halfway. Most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they're waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step. If you take one baby step, within a year you will have taken 365 steps in your dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day in dedication to that. Before you know it, in a year from now, you will turn back and look in awe at how far you've journeyed. Keep moving and open yourself up to a whole new level of support and receiving. Things are not going to work out the way you're planning, but if you have a little faith and keep showing up, they will work out even better than what you could possibly imagine. Don't micromanage the universe. Trust your path and let your soul lead the way. And it says, work your light inquiry. If you knew you'd be supported no matter what would you do? This is really interesting. Do you know what I also feel this is to do with? I feel this is to do with not holding yourself back if there's other love opportunities. Now, I did mention that in the previous video, I feel. And, you know, definitely for me, that's something that's really quite unusual. And I've more been sort of like kept away from other love interests. But I'm really sort of feeling more open to, you know, just exploring that if it comes my way, because it's about, if you really do feel that you are a true twin flame, I mean, you absolutely know it. There's no doubt in your mind when you're a true twin flame, and nothing can stop this union. And the matter, you know, the fact of the matter is that your divine masculine will have been in many karmic relationships, probably still is if you're resonating with what I'm saying. So it's about, you know, if you've managed to survive this far, then, you know, a little bit of joy ain't going to harm anything. Pretty sure they've not got a leg to stand on. But I'd like to make this very, very clear when I say this. Use your own discernment. If you do not want to get involved with someone else romantically, why would you do that? Why would you even listen to a card reader that was saying you have to as part of your path? That is bullshit. If you do not resonate with what I just said, or with what any other amazing reader says, do not follow that. That's coming through very strongly. But if you are feeling that if somebody comes your way, do not hold yourself back from that. Do not hold yourself back from love. Be open to love in whatever form that comes your way, because it will all work out. That's what I'm mean to say. That's quite powerful. Right, now I want to read that, break the chain. Only fair. Just give me a minute. It might take me a minute to find the... This is why I don't like reading the books, because it just takes too long. But anyway, when you're on this path, we've got an abundance patience. So this is for divine masculine. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. It's okay to take a break and enjoy your creations, to take a moment from your busy schedule, to get off the treadmill of life. to appreciate and acknowledge all that you've created, achieved, released, or experienced before rushing on to the next thing. So I feel that that's to do with them rushing towards us, you know, like they're having to take a break in between people, which is not a bad thing, probably quite healthy actually, for both them and us. To be in the moment and enjoy where you are. Take a breath and regather your mind, body, and spirit. To recalibrate, appreciate, and celebrate. To decide on what you really want to experience next. If you take a moment, you're not going to miss out. Perhaps you've just completed a big project, manifested something significant in your life, released an old way of being, it's that one, or just been burning the candle at both ends. Now it's time to take some time out before rushing on to the next thing or the next person. It says you did it. Enjoy yourself and recalibrate. Recalibrate. Go on a vacation, book a massage, take long walks in nature, and go away for a rejuvenating weekend to recharge and replenish. It says take a break and a breath. So yeah, I really do feel this is to do with, because we're in the eclipse season as well, eclipses are notorious for lots of people breaking up, not just twin flames. So twin flames aren't going to be different there. It's eclipses take away what is not for your highest good. So, right, I don't know how many cards I'm going to pull because that feels like it's been quite a while there. Right, so Spirit, please give us another card for the Divine Feminine first, just one card. And then a card for Divine Masculine. Cards for the Divine Feminine. Oh, so there you go. See what I mean about us being in similar energies? Because this one's about healing for Divine Masculine, and this one's about healing for Divine Feminine. And it says Divine Healing, Hilarion. Honour your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So what this new moon was telling us, so which was over the weekend there, was it was about, you know, Divine Feminine. You've been on a long, long journey if you're a Divine Feminine that's resonating with where I'm at, and it's about, you know, this weekend was about going within, recharging, healing. Now I know that the way that I done that was I done a bit of both. I rested a lot. I went for a nap when I felt like I needed a nap and didn't judge it. And sometimes that was just closing my eyes for a few minutes, and then that was enough. And then also it was I went out and enjoyed watching the World Cup. And, you know, like I didn't sort of overdo it. I just had a couple of drinks. I came back, ate some nice food, and, you know, went to bed early. So it's just about, that's what was going on for the Divine Feminine energy. And it's just about when you recharge, you can, you know, your light comes back brighter. And that's definitely what happened for me, because today I had energy to do some readings for people. And then when I went to the Spiritualist Church tonight, guess who was the very first person to get a message? That's right, me. So, you know, it's about good karma coming back to you for doing nice things. And that goes for your twin flame joining you as well, in Divine Feminine. Which, if you're resonating with me, I feel is very, very soon. August is coming up very strong. All different. So, and the card for Divine Masculine is the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you're being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So yeah, they're healing and they are getting the gist that they're being guided and they're just going with the flow. I'm keeping that one short. That feels accurate. Right. Cards now. The numerology ones. So let's pull 2 cards for Divine Feminine. Remember, this is what the new moon was teaching us, which was double Cancer energy, very sensitive, all about the feelings and retreating, healing, self-love, love in general. The mother energy, Mother Mary, stuff like that. Family as well, sorry, that's the biggest thing, family. Family healing. I pulled a lot of cards about healing DNA and ancestral healing. It's that kind of what I channeled yesterday. Was, you know, when a woman heals herself, she heals all the women that came before her and all the women that come after her. So I feel that goes for men too. It's just the Divine Feminine energy rising on the planet. And it was the highest degrees of Leo moon energy, so I felt a lot of passion. We're now in Virgo, not quite the same, back down to earth, but still a lovely energy. So 2 cards for Divine Feminine, and we have leadership. Yeah, so it's all about the Divine Feminine taking that rest, doing the healing, then stepping up and shining their light. And that's why I'm recording this video. I was going to leave it till the full moon, but nope, Spirit were like, get on now, Claire. And it's an 8 and a 1, and the 9 is completion, and all the red is about grounding yourself and bringing yourself straight into your root chakra and bringing your masculine home, is what I just heard. But you do that by stepping into your divine feminine energy. And the second card is perseverance. And by persevering, and the 4 is also about stability. And look at all the green. That's about following your heart and being in your heart chakra. So it's about the way to ground things in the physical is to follow your heart, very simply. Lovely. Right. Oh my god, so shit in the bed. 2 cards just jumped out. Wow. Jumped out the deck when I was shuffling there. And this is for the divine masculine. So he gets new beginnings and individuality, which really fits in with the healing, taking a break and knowing that they're being guided. It's like then it's boom, it's go time. And they're following their own path, nobody else's. And look at all the ones. 3 ones is instant manifestation. And I mean, all the reds and the oranges is about working on the root chakra and receiving. And I can say when I pulled cards for the Twinflame Collective a few days ago, there was 2 cards that were mentioned in the root chakra from the psychic tarot from John Holland. So that's exciting. They're resting because they're coming in big. Right, these cards are a bit long-winded, but we'll pull one of each. So finally, I think this might be the last ones. I might pull a card from the Divine Feminine Oracle for both as well, but let's see what these cards are. So one card, because I'm going to read the lovely messages that go with them. One card for Divine Feminine, one card for Divine Feminine. Oh my god, there's a Divine Feminine's card. Iceberg, submerged. So what I really feel this is about, it's about, like, again, I feel like this is about pausing or like being in between phases or kind of like feeling a bit kind of like a bit blocked in. Do you know what I mean? Like, and just, yeah, I think it's about pausing and freezing and taking time for yourself to give allow that time to work things out. Right, I'm going to read from the book in a minute, but that's what I was feeling. And then for Divine Masculine, they get forest, breath. So again, this feels very much like they're taking that time for themselves, grounding their energy and recalibrating. That picture's lovely. And again, all the green I feel is to do with the heart chakra. So I feel the Divine Feminine card is about living their truth and their throat chakra. And then notice that I normally always paint my nails red, and I was drawn to paint them like a greeny blue. So and yeah, so the Divine Feminine is about speaking your truth and living your truth and expressing yourself. My throat chakra got really sore as I said that. So some Divine Feminines might have trouble with that. And the Divine Masculine are simply being guided to follow their heart and heal. So let's read the Iceberg Submerged. Yeah, it's quite weird for me to read the books because I was always guided not to read the books, but for some reason I'm feeling like these messages from these new decks are quite important. So this says, whatever you suppress or deny and attempt to keep out of conscious awareness will show up somewhere and somehow. These are your shadow aspects. At one time, you put them out of your consciousness for good reason, yet they remain contained by shame and guilt. Sometimes these submerged aspects of yourself are projected onto others so that they mirror those denied and suppressed parts of you. And you may even harshly judge those characteristics when they are exhibited. And it's on page 81, and 8 and 1 is 9. And we also got, wow, that's so weird. We also got 81 in the numerology. So think of all the cards that are in that. That's pretty strange. I was just drawn to notice the page number and the, you know, one of only 2 cards that the Divine Feminine got. So there's an aspect of this new moon was about going within and exploring your shadow side. And new moons are always about going within. And Cancer is about feelings, and it was a double Cancer energy. So it makes a lot of sense. That's what you have been doing. So if you're not feeling it anymore, you were doing that over the new moon period, or perhaps you're still in it, but I tend to feel this is more about what you have been doing. And you have to do that, especially in your dark night of soul. And Forest is, oh, there's it is. So this is the Divine Masculine's card. And it says, your breathing is too shallow. Although it may feel natural, it is an unhealthy habit that causes shortness of breath. When you subconsciously shorten your breath, no matter if this is habitual or triggered by some event or circumstance, it activates certain psychological signals that prepare your system for fight or flight. Like a panic attack, that's how that happens. Another conditioned response to perceived danger is to hold your breath. This is your survival response, although it does not serve you to do so. So breathe, inhale deeply, regardless of your concerns, worries, or problems. Then let it go. Now allow yourself to breathe a little deeper and slower a few times. Remember that every breath you inhale is a gift, and every breath you exhale is a gift. The forest is a clear reminder of how this works. So again, I'm picking up on the divine masculine. There's a wee bit of anxiety, so I think it's to do with, they're knowing that they're needing to let go of this, and because it was upside down, they're healing, and they're ready to break that ancestral pattern and rewrite the future. They know they're being guided. That was that divine director card. But also, because they're going their own way and it's new beginnings and it's go time, because it's all the ones, they're feeling a bit anxious about it, really. So it's just about them needing to ground themselves and breathe and calm down. So hopefully, some divine masculines are guided to watch this. Or it's just about, even with the divine feminines, remembering that we have both energies within us and they're all sort of merging and blending, whatever you want to call it. So just remember to breathe. And it's funny that I was actually getting shortness of breath as I was doing. So, and I feel I just want to pull one card actually for the divine feminine and masculine combined. What do we need to know about that very feminine new moon that we've just come out of? Fatima. Oh wow, that's so funny. I've thought about the mother, and this actually says, the mother of imams. Love is my lineage and gratitude is my religion. So this is what both the divine feminine and divine masculine need to remember, is that love is your lineage. Like, this is all about love, Cancer season, Cancer moon especially, it's all about love, and it's about loving yourself and loving the other. And gratitude is the way forward. Like, when you just be grateful for where you're at on your path, and grateful for all the lessons, and grateful for what you know is coming, and trust in that. So that's lovely. So I feel that I want to leave that. They are short and sweet this time, but at least it's better than nothing, eh? So just, I'm going to leave you with the cards that I pulled first. Divine Feminine, trust your path, because you've trusted it this far, and you can carry on. Don't give up. Because your Divine Masculine is breaking the chains that have bound them, and there are healing and rewriting the future that will involve you both. Right. So thank you, and enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you on the full moon, guys. Bye. Oh yeah, and also if you want to book in for any sessions that I do, which are mostly Twinflame counselling, really a mixture of coaching, because I'm a spiritual coach and mentor as well, and of course I do card readings, but I'm more feeling like for the Twinflame Collective that I'm here as a counsellor. So that's longer term work that I feel I'm holding space for. But you can just email me and we can establish what would be best. Later, bye.